can remember
When I was young,
my father sitting me down.
I thought I'd grow up to be many things.
Girls weren't brought up to believe
He said, like, I don't think
they could do whatever they wanted.
you're going to have a career.
Welcome back to No Ordinary Life, where ordinary people like Gavin,
Okay.
Julie, Anne, Andy,
Push that back.
April,
Okay.
Susanna,
It's really funny.
Spencer, Sarah, and B
I'm just painting pictures.
talk about their extraordinary lives.
When I was young, what did I think I would grow up to be?
What did I think I was going to grow up to be?
I thought I'd grow up to be many things.
I thought I'd grow up to be
A journalist.
Leave a comment below.
I wanted to be a journalist
an architect.
from quite a young age. I can remember
This was in my early years,
my father sitting me down
because I was very much into technical drawing and architecture.
and saying to me, I think I'd been outside playing football,
But then that changed
because I did a lot of that.
several times
He sat me down and he said, like, I don't think you're going to have a career
to being a professional footballer
as a professional footballer.
and then probably being a DJ.
And I was saying to him, well, I don't want a career as a professional footballer. I want a career
Yeah.
reporting on professional football. That was my ambition.
When I was young, I wanted to firstly be a midwife.
A sports journalist.
Don't ask me why, because I don't actually know.
I used to make up my own
I just wanted to help. I loved babies.
match reports, write match reports,
I used to look after my younger sister and push her around the estate that we lived in.
design my own newspaper.
What was the estate like that I grew up on?
And apparently I used to arrange dinky toys
It was in Lewisham.
as horse races,
It was probably around, 60 houses, maybe more.
copy the horse racing commentary you'd hear from people like Peter O'Sullivan on the television.
Every house, there was a child, either my age or my older brother's age.
From a very young age,
So we'd always be just playing out every single day. I've always thought I would be abroad,
sports journalism is what attracted me.
working in a hotel, managing a hotel.
I was also a big reader of fiction.
The other option was to be a club rep,
I had some thoughts maybe I would be a writer,
living on the beach type of thing.
but really it was always
Travel the world and just party all the time.
journalism and newspapers that I was attracted.
When I was young, what job do I want to have?
When I was young, what did I think I was going to grow up to be? I thought I was going to be a doctor.
I don't think I would think about be when I grow up.
I wanted to be a doctor all my childhood.
Not really like a drive to be anywhere, anything really.
So much so that I did all the right subjects at high school.
I don't think it's much in me when I was young, to be fair.
Went to university.
But when I think about wanted to be,
And because I was top of my class in the subjects at high school,
yeah, I thought I could be a lawyer.
didn't really have to try.
Don't know why.
I didn't know how to study.
I think I like to talk.
So I didn't get past pre-med.
Yeah.
And so I planned on doing an anatomy degree so that I could then graduate and become a doctor as a postgrad.
I think I could be a lawyer probably when I was young.
But I decided to do a theatre degree at the same time, and that kind of took me away from science.
Stay tuned.
Let me start again.
I should have clarified.
Growing up and thinking about what job you would have,
I honestly didn't have a clue.
I actually started working
basically you'd take any job that you could get.
age 11.
I always liked the thought of
The conversation continues.
What job did I think I'd have?
I
I thought I was going to be an astronaut.
always liked the thought of travel.
One of them was I thought I was going to be a pilot.
And being an air hostess.
And eventually I found music,
When it actually came to it,
which basically was me connecting with myself. Let me start again. Growing up and thinking about what job you would have
I applied.
wasn't as simple as it sounds, because
wasn't in a position that I wanted to actually
You see, there was no internet. You'd have to get a newspaper.
do the training and spend time.
And you'd circle all of the jobs.
Some months in
doing sitbacks for legal services, anything that was available.
the London area.
And you'd circle it, and then you'd make your telephone call, which was a big thing. You'd go to the phone box and you'd make your call.
Because I was quite involved doing...
And then you'd arrange your appointment, you'd go for the interview, you'd have to prove to them that you could actually do the job.
What I was doing and enjoying at the time.
And then you'd have to wait for a response and a reply.
So it went out of the window.
So basically you'd take any job that you could get.
Tell us your story.
I didn't know what I'd grow up to be. I didn't have any thoughts about what I might want to do when I was older. I honestly didn't have a clue.
The job I really wanted was to be in the theatre.
Girls in the 80s weren't really given much
Well, something in the theatre.
push when it came to careers
I actually started working
and what you wanted to do with your life.
age 11.
We weren't really
So my job that I hoped would be
told we could have great ambitions, and we weren't told we could do what we wanted.
turned out to be,
But personally, I really honestly never knew what I wanted to do.
right from the age of 11 through all my life, in the theatre.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Still a very sexist society, and girls weren't brought up to believe they could do whatever they wanted as they are now.
All my life I have been in the theatre.
What job did I think I would have? I
Apart from having a second string to my bow,
honestly didn't know. I didn't have much
where I did care work.
guidance from anyone.
I should have clarified that
Living in the 80s in South Wales, there wasn't a great
basically
pot of
all my life I have been in the theatre.
passion and ambition to draw from. It was more, everything was shutting down. Post-industrial South Wales was not a great place to be at that time, especially for girls.
Well, I always wanted to be a ballet dancer when I grew up.
Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot we were told we could do.
So in answer to your question, a ballet dancer.
Or that we could succeed in.
But I didn't get there.
Chase anything, really, that we were passionate about, which is really sad.
Weak ankles.
Next time.
I must tell you what my parents...
She was a very selfish woman, my mother.
What were my parents like?
Don't feel like we were a part of the same society.
It was a criminal offence in those days.
My dad, he's a fisherman.
Misfits, really, I suppose.
And one minute he was there, the next minute he disappeared.
Okay, let me say it like this.
No ordinary life. Thank you for watching.
What did it feel like to fall in love for the first time? I really don't know what to say to that. Such a long time ago. I think it's fantastic.
Subscribe to keep the conversation going. And don't forget to ring the bell.